afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Mine could have been better. My parents aren't doing well, but we're working on that. They're hanging in there. So we have a great show tonight. We're going to Florida, the Sunshine State again. I have a guy who's a rapper. I have a guy, he's also a comic strip designer. We're going to talk all about that and watch a little video of his rapping about halfway through the show. But before I get to him, I'm going to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have Eagle Gas and Carver right down the road here on Route 58. We have Pals Driving School in Middleborough, setting up classes for January, February, and April of 2024. Check the website and hurry on with that. Get going on that to get it in there. Get in there. We got a new one, Nezarella Farm in Halifax. We got Tom Auto in Middleborough. We got Fresh Cut Christmas Trees in Middleborough. They're a new one. They get the freshest Christmas trees from northern Maine and Canada. We got Bulldog Sports Cards in Middleborough. We got Rodney's Kitchen in Halifax. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got the Gunrunner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough. We got Giorgio's House of Pizza right down the road here in Carver on 58. We got Crazy Axes Rec Center in Hanover. We have Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We have the Auto Shop in Hanover. Thanks, Master Mechanic Ed Rooney. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield, and we have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58. I want to thank you guys very much. And now I'll introduce Mr. It's Kai Kaz. It's K. Keller, Kenneth. It's K. Yep. Kenneth Roger Keller, right?
Yes, sir. Ken Roger Keller, and my artist name is Kai Ken. I know it's a lot of K's. Yeah, something to help you remember the artist name is I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, and there's a character King Kai, so Kai Ken. Yeah.
All right,
yes, sir.
Well, all right. That's a little. I mean, I should be more up to date on that, but this is why we have interviews, because we learn this stuff from the people.
Yeah.
Okay, and you also design a comic strip too.
Yes, sir. My comic book is called Red Talon Comics, and it's been a passion of mine since I was probably 7 years old. Me and my dad.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that must have. So you've been doing it. I mean, you're a little past 7. You must be about. I mean, you look about 27 now.
Yeah, I'm 29 now.
Okay. Good.
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
So 22 years you've been at it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, your father. Well, he kind of. What do you mean? Like your father was like a comic strip fan, and he helped you out to develop a character. Is that it, or a bunch of characters?
Yeah, exactly. Kind of. My father was into comic books. I grew up being into comic books, and my dad taught me how to draw. And we would just spend a Saturday morning drawing characters.
Wow.
And that's how it started. Yeah.
Was that planetarium behind you? Did you draw that? It looks great.
No, actually, I didn't draw the planetarium, but it is very nice and spacey. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, do you have any pictures? Do you have any? As long as we're talking about your Talon, what is it? Talon what?
Red Talon.
Red Talon.
Because he's in all red. He's a Native American superhero. He's a ninja. He fights evil, bad guys, stuff like that. He has like a lot of gadgets, and it's cool stuff.
It is. Do you have any pics of your Red Talon? You want to hold them up as long as you're there?
Yeah, sure. Can I'll go grab it real fast? Just 1 second. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
So far I've released 3 books.
Okay.
The 4th one I've been working on all year, and I'm super excited for the first one. So this is the cover of Red Talon 1. It's kind of blue, so maybe it's blending in with the galaxy a little bit, but
it kind of is. But let me see. Move it to the right a little bit. Up. Hold it up. I'll go the other way. Slowly. There. All right. Right in the middle. There you go. All right. Now I can see it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Are those your illustrations?
So I can draw pretty well, but I hire a professional artist.
Okay.
Because I want the books to look as professional as they can.
Of course. Okay, I just disappeared for a second. I understand.
Yeah, I'm doing it over my face so you can kind of see the comic cover. So the 4th one I'm very excited about, and I have a novelization also I've been working on for like 6 years.
Wow.
So close to being done. So that's going to be cool too.
All right. So you've developed this character just 6 years ago or longer ago?
Oh, longer. I was 7, so probably.
So 20. This was your 22 years ago. Wow, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. It just took a long time for me to get there. I had to go through college, and because I was wanting to be a novelist, and then I took a creative writing class, and she said you should do comics, and that just brought me right back to my childhood. So the very next year, this is probably 2017, I started laying the groundwork to create comics for real.
Okay, where did you go to college?
I went to USF St. Pete and SPC St. Petersburg College in Florida.
Florida, okay. And what
Yes,
part
sir.
is that where you live? Is that where you live? That's where you live in, right?
Yeah, I still live in Florida of 29 years of my life. You know, I eventually might move away, but you know, family's big to me. So while my mom, my dad are still here, I'm staying in Florida, you know, and then I can move on later in the future.
Hope you have good
Maybe-
weather
maybe
today. It was kind
Georgia.
of cold up. Hope you had good weather down there. It was kind of cold up here today.
It is pretty chilly for Florida. That's why I'm in a hoodie today. You know,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not used to.
you weren't dressed in short. That's not beach
Yeah.
weather. It doesn't
No,
look-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold for Florida, like 50s,
How far
early
are you-
60s.
I've never actually been to Florida. I know at some point I will go.
Yeah.
How far are you from Miami? I guess you're probably not near there.
I'm about 4 hours from Miami. I'm
Yeah,
on the
it's not
West
too-
Coast.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I've been. Miami's awesome.
Right. It's got to be warmer there than wherever you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
right.
yeah.
All right. So how did you're also a rapper too. How did that come about?
So also, other than helping me to learn how to draw, my dad is a musician. Even to this day, my dad
Wow.
is a wonderful musician. He sings like the lead singer of Styx. Is the only way I can describe it.
Oh, I love
And
that band.
My dad grew up on all the classic rock. That's what he loves.
Probably about
Bands
my
like
age. I'm
Yeah,
64.
he's 59. So yeah,
Okay.
he's just a couple years older than you. So my
No, he's
dad
younger
was.
than me.
Oh
I'm
yeah, he's younger than you.
I'm 64.
Oh, you're 64. Gotcha.
Yes. Okay.
And so he was making albums as I was growing up. So that inspired me to make my own music, but it just took a different form for me because I was inspired by people like Mac Miller, who passed away. Rest in peace. You know,
But that was
Eminem and
Ariana
stuff like that.
Grande's husband, right?
Yeah, well, they were together. Yeah, at one
Oh,
point. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
remember,
really
I
inspired
remember the
by
video
him.
they did. I remember the video he did with her, or she did with him. It was incredible.
Yeah, they had some really good songs together. It's beautiful stuff.
Huh,
that's-
okay.
That's how
Wow.
I got into the music.
Okay. All right. Well, what about so when you went to college, you took that creative writing course. Was that what you majored in at college? At that college?
Exactly. I was majoring in English and creative writing studies as my focus.
Okay.
And I just recently went back to college and I'm now learning marketing, digital marketing, because I gotta be able to market my music, my comic book, you know, everything that I try to do, I gotta get it out to the people. So that's an important step I'm taking right now.
Okay, that's good. I'm sure you're very good at it. Now, do you have people like working for you? Do you have a publicist, an agent, or anything like that now, or do you do it all yourself?
I don't do everything myself. I do a lot myself. So kind of, I work really closely with my mom. Like she's my book editor. Like she believes
Wow.
in my book dream. My mom is a printer. So she's a printer. That's how I've been able to print my comic books and stuff. I come from a family of printers, you know, like postcards and stuff like that. So that really helps with the comic book side as well. And she's like my editor. And then I have a team of people with my music because I created my own label, Palm Packed Records, because, you know, we're in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, my hat
Oh, sweet. Did you
is, this
illustrate
is our
the hat?
logo.
Did you
I
il-
did. I drew the original symbol for Palm Packed, and it's just
Okay.
two palm trees, and
Yeah,
the bottoms are lit like cigars or whatever you want it to be. And so we have a couple, like 3 producers, and then 4 artists, including me, who are part of Palm Packed Records.
Okay.
And they're all just my really good friends. We're almost like a band, and I do music with them, and then I do music by myself too.
Wow. Oh, now we'll get the video we're going to watch about halfway through the show. Is that you with
Yeah.
them? With them, right?
It's a solo song, but
Okay.
you know, one of my friends they're in the video just with me. Yeah.
I actually interviewed a musician in Florida a while back named Justin Turk. Do you know him?
He sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
down there
have,
somewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure what part of Florida he's
Justin
in.
Turk. I'll
Yeah.
check him out.
He premiered a music video on my show, and it was incredible.
That's awesome.
About
Yeah,
a
he's
year
probably
ago, I
really good.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah.
have a new video coming out, but it's not edited yet. So that would be my best one to show you. It's just not out there yet.
What's okay? We'll go with the ones that I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it's gonna. The song is the Founder you'll be watching, and that's the song that. So Kai Ken is my name, but I'm called the Founder a lot by people
Okay.
in the music because I founded Palm Packed. So
Then
it's
now,
like
speaking of editing, do you do your own editing, or do you have that when it comes to your videos?
My friend Jolly Green, who's in my band, he edited a lot of our videos. He edited the
Okay.
one you're going to see, and he does a lot of vlogs. He's done vlogs of us on. We have vlogs on YouTube, live shows that he's recorded on our Palm Pact YouTube, some music videos, and he's a good guy, jack of all trades type of guy. He edits them for me.
Wow, that's great. You have so many people in your corner. That's wonderful. All right. So how do you split your time between the comic strip and the rap, and how does that go? How do you work that?
That is the true challenge. So
Must be
because
great fun. Must be a lot of fun, but it is a
it
challenge.
is. Yeah, it's all about balance because there's
Yeah.
been years where I just get sucked into the rap. Like last year, I didn't release a comic book because I was going so heavy with the music. And then this year, because I'm the only one funding the art for the comic book, it cost over $1,000 to produce every comic book, just the art itself, just drawing
Wow.
for me. So
Okay.
I'm the only one who's investing in creating the comic book. So this last year, I'm like, all right, I'm going to invest less in the music. I'm going to invest my money in Red Talon 4. So I've been
Okay.
working really hard on that. But at the same time, I've been featured on songs. I've been doing shows all year round. I've been dropping songs I already recorded. So I've still been active in the music. I've been learning to make my own beats now, finally. But
Wow.
I've also been not investing as much in the music, but more in the comic book. So it's almost like, you know, I kind of got to weigh the scales of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I guess whatever. I mean, you have to right. You said you balance it out. You say today I got to,
Yeah,
and you got to do more on this thing, and then I do tomorrow. I do more on that thing.
exactly.
Okay, what do you do shows?
So we do shows usually a lot in Largo, Florida, St. Pete, Florida. We did a couple local tours. We were in New Orleans last year. We went to Baton Rouge. We've gone all the way down to like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, like all over Florida as much as we can. Definitely.
Okay, I guess during the summer you probably do a lot of outdoor stuff too, right? On the beach, maybe.
We've done a couple outdoor stuff. That's like a missing market is like I'd say hip hop, like family friendly stuff on the beach would be really good. A lot of people do like pop-up shows. They'll just have like a microphone and stuff on the beach, but we haven't really done that so far. But I think that'd be really cool to explore.
Good. That's why I'm glad I suggested it. I thought it seemed like something you'd be great with. How many in your band? How many in the not the band, but how many in the company or the rapping company? I
would
guess.
say 5 or 6 total.
Okay, all guys.
All guys. Yep.
Okay.
I am looking to sign like a female artist to Palm Pact one day. I think that would be amazing.
It would be. That's what I'm getting at here.
For hooks and stuff. That's definitely been in my mind. I've just been, just keeping my feelers out. It'll happen for sure.
How about groupies? Do you get a lot of them?
I mean, groupies are always there, but I have a girlfriend, and I love my girlfriend.
I know. I saw that on Facebook, but
yeah,
okay, but it's not. But I mean, that's kind of that's almost a barometer of success. I mean, if you have girls, I mean, in any, let's face it. I mean, you want to have screaming girls out in the audience going nuts.
Oh yeah, we have a good group of local fans. A good group of people who come out, guys, girls, just really good friends, and it's really nice sometimes. I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
No, go ahead.
One of the promoters we work with a lot, like he won't even put you on a show unless you could bring like at least 10, 15 people. So we've been working with him for years, and we try to consistently bring people. So that helps for sure.
Okay, well, you do have a promoter. How many? Is just one promoter that you have, or do you have more?
We just have one promoter now. We used to have 2, but one of the promoters retired. And then I've been looking into, like, now that I'm learning marketing, I really need to start learning to promote ourselves onto more shows, even more, which I think would help take to the next step.
Yeah, okay. And I assume that's probably a lot of that's got to do with social media.
Yeah, social media and just going door to door sometimes, going into bars and venues and just trying to network with people. That's the part for me that's a little bit more makes me more anxious. Like I can get on stage, I can rap, or I can do a Comic-Con and sign books, but just going into a place of business and being like, hey, do you want to put my band on our stage? That makes me a little bit more nervous, but that's something, I got to get past, and it's going to help me for sure.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, I've done plenty of marketing for my show, and it's not, and I didn't, when I first started, I didn't think I had what it took either. And then, well, look where I am now. So,
You just got to keep going. That's what I've been learning. It's just as long as you don't quit and you just keep following your dreams, being who you are, you make it. You know, just everybody has different times.
It does. They do. If you were going to go to a new venue, would you? I'm just trying to suggest a good way to do it.
Yeah.
You can either. I mean, if you go in with the other guys in the band, that might work. But at the same time, you might want to have something to show them, like a video of your work.
Yeah, just have a video ready. That's a good idea.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and we have 2 really good albums we've made as a band. Our last one is really good. And I think if we show any of them our album Emerald Era, they're definitely going to want us to play some songs there.
And speaking of a video, right now, we're halfway through the show. We're going to watch a little of Kai's video. We're going to watch a video from Kai, and we'll be right back, and we're going to talk about it. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Founder, Kai Ken, the Reaper. Lost and found, the founder got some loud. Building from the ground up, iron up these sounds. They steady talking shit until we come and burn it down. Captain Morgan, pirate shit, we don't wear no crowns. We don't associate with clowns. St. Pete, Tampa Bay, water whipping all this rain. Kai Ken made the pack straight from his brain. Kai Ken made the pack straight from his brain. Water whipping all this rain. That's the founder. We smoking louder, claim with a chowder. Turn away, no time for powder. Kanye tripping off all the power. Visions of a golden flower. That's the founder, Kai the founder. You a flounder, I'm the founder. Her curves around, her curves around. That's the founder. We smoking loud, claim with a chowder. No time for no powder. Her curves surrounded. How could the world be flat? Ass cat. Only had to knock 2 on their back. Good lyrics, we bringing them back. I've grown a lot since my wild days, breaking laws with the sack. Now I'm an upstanding citizen, spitting prayers again, smoking green up back. If you go against a stack, I'm gaining slap, rap, Scarboy shit. Yeah, we bring it skanking back. Yeah, Scarboy shit. Yeah, we bring it skanking back. That's the founder. We smoking louder, claim with a chowder. Turn away, no time for powder. Kanye tripping off all the power. Visions of a golden flower. That's the founder, Kai the founder. You a flounder, I'm the founder. Her curves around, her curves around. That's the founder. We smoking loud, claim with a chowder. No time for no powder. Kai the founder. We smoking louder, we smoking louder. Palm pack, catching flounders. That's the founder. That's the founder. That's the founder. Kai's the captain. Blood on a napkin. Hit him with the flintlock pistol, now they crying. Tampa Bay Buccaneers hit him with the cannons. Got Tom Brady and we praying for that win. Kai the captain. I'm the founder. Smoking loud. We smoking loud. I'm the captain. I'm the founder. We smoking louder. We smoking louder.
Oh, that was great. What did we just watch?
So we're watching it's called The Founder.
Okay.
And it's kind of like an upbeat, like bouncy, trappy beat. And I'm just talking about I'm the founder of Palm Pact, and it's got like beaches in the background, sunshine. I'm walking down the road. Yeah, that's kind of what the vibes are.
And that's okay. And that's where your guy edits that, right? Your partner there.
Yeah. My friend Jolly Green. He's the editor.
Jolly Green, right? You mentioned him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes beats too. He makes cover art. If you're a musician, look up Jolly Green Beats. He's on Spotify and all that. He's definitely a good, wholesome guy to work with for sure.
Sweet. Okay. I guess he's in Florida too, just like the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, obviously nowadays with Zoom or with social media and Zoom, you can compromise your distance and still get help.
You
people.
Can.
Yeah.
We did have one artist who was from Ohio at one point. His name was Arseny.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of different people in Palm Pact through the years, but the people we have now We've been together for like the last 4 years, going strong. But you know, the distance to Ohio to Florida, eventually he just kind of left, which is fine, you know. But
Have you ever, tell me about other venues I mean, you've traveled, you said you went to New Orleans. Have you ever gone to LA, New York, or anything like that?
I haven't gone to LA or New York yet. I've been to California. I just haven't been to LA. My friend is in LA right now. He's an artist also. His name is Andy Christ.
Okay.
And he makes a lot of dark, like kind of trap. And I have a song with him coming out soon. So I've also made a lot of dark kind of rappy stuff through the years. So I'm kind of, you know, he's kind of my contact in LA.
Did you say
so
Andy Christ, like Jesus Christ?
Yeah, well, his name's Andy. But yeah, kind of like Jesus Christ, Andy Christ. I don't know. That's just
like Andy Christ.
Yeah. He's going for that dark, edgy appeal, but he's a good guy. He's really friendly and nice. And he's in LA. He moved from Florida to LA. He's doing a lot of networking and stuff out there. So I'm linking with him on a song. We're working on it right now. And I would love to go out to LA, hang out with him and stuff pretty soon. Because I also work at an airport. So I have flight benefits, which helps.
What do you do there?
I'm a ground ops agent.
Okay.
You know,
you don't have to get on the plane with crazy people, do you?
No, I mean, I could take a test that allows me to take off like drunk people from the plane and all that, but I don't really want to. I just do all the other stuff, you know.
People are going nuts on airplanes and they're getting famous.
It has. It's been a weird trend.
Oh, man. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Now, because the woman looked pretty good, so now she's a celebrity.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. She saw like an alien or a reptilian or something weird like that.
Man. Well, now speaking of that, when it comes, do you ever combine your comic strip writing with your music, with your rapping, or would you consider it?
I have considered that. I did draw like a 1-page comic for my music years ago. You want to incorporate your spirit into everything, so people know it's an original Kai. Well, I made a song called Anti-Hero I released last year, and it has Red Talon.
That song too, though.
Yeah, but this one is her. You know, Taylor Swift is all like upbeat. This one is all about gritty. I'm an anti-hero. I'm a superhero. I'm good, but anti-heroes kill bad guys. You know, they're the superhero.
That song for her isn't that at upbeat? Something about my mother-in-law's laughing at me from hell or something. You know that?
I haven't heard hers in a long time.
You never heard that song? Oh man.
I have heard it before. It's just been I know Bad Blood. Her song Bad Blood is really good.
All the songs are very good.
Yeah, they are really good. But I just did Anti-Hero because it's me and my Italian friend Vinny who loves Red Talon, and we just call each other the anti-heroes when I see him. And we just have Red Talon, and we're just rapping about my comic book because he loves comic books and stuff too. So it is kind of.
No, the Talon is the name of the character, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a Talon, by definition, is like a reptile of some kind, right?
Yep, it's the claw of like a hawk because he's inspired by the red-tailed hawk.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to figure out because you do have some clever names in your projects, obviously, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So. Now, have you ever done any like acting at all, any theater, any stand-up comedy or anything like that, or music? I mean, I know you do music. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So tell me.
My dad did theater, and my dad was a band guy, and I've been interested in acting. I went to like maybe one acting extra call out, and I was young back then, and obviously I didn't get picked. Young. Oh yeah, I'm still young. But I am interested in acting because I think I would do pretty good because I have this like energy.
Yeah, you should
I have a big imagination. I can be like dramatic and stuff like that sometimes. So I think I would do pretty good in acting. It's just I haven't really explored that yet. But maybe that's on the table at some point.
It probably is. I mean, you're obviously now. Tell me about how those marketing classes work. Are you saying you're going back to school for it? What are they like?
Yeah.
I'm in a marketing class. The only thing I've ever done when I did a class on public relations, and one of the things we were supposed to do was do a survey, and I actually faked it. I went around, I pretended to talk to 40 people, and I didn't talk to anybody, but I passed. I got an A anyway because I pretended to know what I pretended to ask good questions and get good answers. Is that what you guys do?
No, not exactly. You know, I'm really trying to learn as much as it is so much information to learn because it's digital marketing now. It's social media, it's email marketing.
It's so different than the 80s when I was in college.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so much information. So I'm taking the class, and I'm also just, because I have access to this class for a year, so I'm also just copying all the important text into my notes.
Okay.
So I can go back and just throughout the years learn more and more, because there is so many different channels of digital marketing now to learn.
Okay,
So.
but my suggestion to you is, now you're talking about going to getting new venues for your band.
Mhm.
And what I would suggest is you go into you walk into those restaurants, you ask for the owner, you call, and you go there in person and you show them something on your phone. That's the way to do it.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
And if you're confident, you feel good, you'll go in, and I expect you'll get a lot of good results from that.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that idea. Just go in confidently, show him our music or video, and boom.
That's what I do with my show. It's on my phone. I get tons of episodes of Topic Time.
Yeah,
That gets me more people involved. So I mean, that's the way to do it.
that's awesome. I love your show. I think I've been Facebook friends with you for a couple years. Actually, I think maybe through the comic book community or something. I think.
Yeah, it's possible. I've interviewed some comic
Yeah.
designers too. Okay.
Yeah.
So, now this is the only Red Talon is the only comic character that well, tell me about some of the other characters you have in there.
Okay, so there's a character. His name is Scorcher.
Okay.
And he controls fire. And so my dad originally made Red Talon. I'm the writer, but my dad made Red Talon.
Okay.
I made Scorcher. Scorcher is kind of like me in the comics. He's Red Talon's enemy, but there's more to Scorcher to be seen than just a bad guy. Like, he's got a good heart to him, and that's going to be developed on later.
Okay. Just been treated badly, so he lashes out. That's the same as I have been.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it. Okay.
And then the main villain is named Burning Skull, and he's Scorcher's dad. And his mask is a skull, and it's on fire, and his armor is like he's all armored up. He killed Red Talon's parents in a fire, and Red Talon was very young.
Yeah, yeah.
And this Burning Skull, he's in like a cult, like a Skull and Bones, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. He's in an evil cult called Dark, and they're the main villains of the comic book that pull a lot of the strings. And for some reason, they had Red Talon's parents killed. So there's all these bad guys who work for Dark, and then there's a lot of heroes that Red Talon meets, like Teleport, who actually my stepbrother created when I was a kid. He teleports. Night Eye, she's a girl with owl wings and owl powers. My sister created her. So a lot of family and people kind of left their impression on Red Talon when I was young, basically.
Well, that having been said, are you planning on doing like an animated version of a video of Red Talon, or is everything just in comic strip form so far?
Definitely, I gotta get the animation because I've been looking at like Invincible on Amazon and stuff, and just like the animations are huge, and that's how I fell in love with comics. I fell in love with X-Men, the 90s cartoon, Batman, the 90s cartoon, Ninja Turtles, the 80s cartoon, Dragon Ball Z was on in the 90s. So watching those cartoons, then I found the comic books. So I definitely am looking into finding animators, and I just want enough books so they have seasons of content. So right now I'm putting out book 4 and a novel, so that's going to be a good amount of content they could start animating.
The novel is also Red Talon as well, right?
Yep, the novel is it's kind of like Batman. He had a show called Gotham on TV where he was like, the book is kind of like him from 17, and the book ends right when he becomes Red Talon in the comics.
Okay, well, guess what? Okay, cool. That's awesome. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
I definitely did. I love being on this show. I appreciate Harrison Blake Young putting me on this show, and thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So like I said at the beginning, just give a few shouts out to people they're going to see. You can start with your band, your girlfriend, your parents, and then we'll just wrap it up with my snap and the way we began it. So go ahead.
All right. So the first shout out is going to be Palm Packed Records and all my friends in that, Bomber, Euphemistic, Ryan Rev, Jolly Green. Shout out my girlfriend, my love. Shout out my dad, my parents, and everybody who's involved in my crew. Shout out Bezeek, my promoter. Shout out my friend Andy Christ. Shout out Starcross Comics, who are the publisher of my comics, Joe Spicer. He is the owner of Starcross. Shout out everybody in Starcross Comics. And everybody who watches this is a fan of anything that we make. Thank you guys. And fans of Harrison Blake Young as well.
All right. Thank you. And if any of those people want to do the show, you have my digits, have them contact me. We'll get them
Okay.
by Zoom or in person. All right. So
Sounds good.
I have one favor left. After we wrap the show up, you stick around in my tech guy. I'll do a picture for Facebook and I'll tag you in it. And if you want, you can
Okay.
tag me as well.
Sure, I will.
All right. All right, folks. We have one show left in November. That's tomorrow from my Eastern location. It's a fascinating show. I'm interviewing the woman that founded the domestic violence shelter, the first one in 1970, and her partner. So on that note, I'll see you guys in December here at Area 58. Right now we're signing off and singing out, snapping out. Here we go. Bye-bye.